running with the shadows of the night. So baby, take my hand, we'll be alright. Surrender all your dreams to me tonight. They'll come through in the end.
All right, well, welcome everyone to episode 43 of Flock of Geeks Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Defense, and alongside me is
Kester.
Kester. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Exciting week.
Oh my gosh, I was just sitting here getting everything ready for the podcast, and I'm realizing how much we have in store for us in the next coming months.
Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out.
A lot of good stuff. I mean, there's like pretty much zero downtime.
Which is good, because I don't want to think about my real life. I just want to play video games.
Fuck that. But
that's the worst.
It's looking really good and promising this year already.
I know, and this is what, month one?
Yeah. January, and February is just going to explode. Because we're getting all the games that we were promised last year that have been delayed.
I know, it's exciting.
So it's going to be really good. But we have a great show. We are going to actually talk a little bit about Horizon Zero Dawn. A new trailer came out, more story-based, and we ended up watching a little bit of gameplay after that, too. So we're going to talk about that. We have some stupid Microsoft news. I don't know what the hell they think they're doing.
Yeah, there's dickheads.
So we have that. I finally beat Final Fantasy 15.
Ooh.
I buckled down. I had to work from home a couple days this week because I worked late. And so in the downtime there, I spent probably like a good 10 to 15 hours just busting this game out and finally beating it.
Final bitch fest.
So we're going to do a final bitch fest. You're going to get Defense's take on it. A
lot of my rage has subsided. Like, I'm not as mad anymore.
No, I don't think it subsided. I think it just came to me.
Yeah, exactly. I passed it on to you.
Yes. So then I've actually started playing Last Guardian more. We're about the same spot. We're close.
Yeah, we're about the same spot.
So we can talk a little bit about that and what we think of it before we give our final review of it later on. And then we wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't talk about the Nintendo Switch. Yes, nice.
I missed it.
Nah, it was close.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. But they had a live demonstration. They, gave price points, release date, and a bunch of games that are coming out for it. So we're going to talk about all of that. So
I'm a lot more excited for the Switch than I thought I'd be.
I am too. I mean, I was excited, but
I was not at all, but this event got me.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that and what we thought of the event and what we expect to come and everything like that.
All right.
So, good show.
This is a lot. It's a hefty show.
It is. Okay. So
exciting stuff.
Let's start off with Horizon Zero Dawn. Kester came over and he said there's a new trailer. I didn't get to see it, so we watched it. And what do you think? What do you think of the story? This is a story-based trailer. Mm. So, what do you seem invested in the story? Do you seem to care?
I don't think I was excited about the story so much as I was everything else.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care about this story.
Yeah.
It did. Maybe we're going to figure out, like, why this all happened, but it seemed to just be their warring tribes. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, that's something that's been done 1,000 times. Yeah. But it does look interesting. Mm-hmm. But the game itself looks spectacular.
Yeah, this is definitely a game. I'm not really intrigued by the story at all. I don't really seem to, like, it just doesn't, I don't care. Like, I want to play the game.
And I hate that line, this is the end, or the beginning, or whatever.
This is like, this is the end, or the beginning of
the end, or something.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's something stupid. I'm like, I don't know, that line bothered me. I don't know why. Because it's trite. It's been done before.
Yeah. It is. It's kind of going with, we've seen it before, but we haven't seen this game before. It's an interesting concept. It's post-apocalyptic, but it's when the world is more beautiful. Mm-hmm. You get, like, dinosaur robots, which is awesome. But the story itself, it's pretty generic, and I'm not really interested.
Yeah, like her tribe gets attacked. Oh, there's a shocker. The main character's hometown was destroyed.
I know.
Like, who would have thought that was going to happen?
But just that, besides that, we watched some gameplay, and what do you think about that?
That looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, I loved the gameplay we watched. It was her, like, jumping onto like a Brontosaurus, I guess would be what it is.
Yeah, the dinosaur with the big long neck.
Yeah, her jumping on there and like climbing up at all that stuff looked fantastic. Wind physics, top notch.
Top notch wind physics.
Top
man.
notch. So all that looked fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, and I'm guessing I'm gonna predict how we're doing this. It's an open world game. In open world games, there's some way of collecting points of interest, so you know where everything's at.
Like in Assassin's Creed, getting up to the highest point.
Exactly. Well, in this, it looks like the Brontosaurus, or that's what we'll call it for now.
Yeah, it
is
works.
Kind of that, that thing that gives you this point of interest. You climb up it, and you basically hack its system, and it makes sense. It knows where everything's at because it walks
it's very
around.
tall and it walks around. Yeah.
So you like hack it, and then it updates your map, it seems like, and that's how you get all the points of interest, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and like you climb up it, it's really cool, and then you like hack its head, and then you just jump off and rappel down.
Yeah, that all looked so much fun.
I know. It looked great.
I also loved when she like stabbed that little dinosaur.
She just goes up and just kills it.
Yeah, grabs by the neck, tackles it, and starts stabbing it. See, this game looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. The thing is, we were talking about too, is this is made by is it Gorilla?
I think it is Gorilla.
Yeah, which is the Killzone people. We are both not huge fans of their games.
No, I don't like any of the Killzones particularly.
And I always felt the Killzones were lacking in control. Like the controls were always frustrating. So that's a huge thing. I mean, if the game's not good and the controls suck, then
I just remember nothing about them being interesting.
Yeah.
Like they were just another generic first-person shooter. Mm-hmm. Like it didn't have the cool guns of Halo or the solid mechanics of other first-person shooters.
And the other thing was, it was basically just like souped up Nazis.
Yeah, they were generic Nazi bad guys.
Yeah, it really was.
So I mean, this is the first time they've made something besides it. Mm-hmm. A first-person shooter, but I don't trust Gorilla. But this looks fantastic,
and this has been in development for a long time.
You could tell, just like this world is beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous.
And I think it'll just be fun to like walk around and even just stare at the world itself.
It is. It seems like it looks so lush. It looks so like interesting and intricate. And I'm curious on how big the open world is. I really don't care because it looks so good.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but and we definitely get to ride some fucking mechanical mooses around.
Yeah, you did have a mechanical moose.
That's great.
Yes, and I'm wondering like what they eat in this world.
That's a great point. Yeah,
total lack of protein.
This is a vegan paradise.
This is a vegan paradise. Yeah, it's a good point. Maybe they're all cannibals. Maybe they eat.
Oh shit,
that's probably what it is.
I guarantee that is a plot point. Guarantee it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I bet the
at
bad
all.
guys.
There's at least one cannibal in this thing.
There always is. There always is. But I bet the bad guys go and kill these people so they can eat them.
That would make sense.
That's actually a pretty decent story.
Yeah,
because it's really grotesque. And
makes them pretty evil.
Yeah,
like that's the other thing in this like world. They didn't really. There was hints of a city, but they didn't really show it. Mm-hmm. So like, what's this guy really trying to take over this world for? There's nothing here. It's just a bunch of tribes.
That's true. I mean, Mad Max. This kind of like when I saw this. This story-based trailer. It kind of reminded me of Mad Max, how like he's like it's like almost an arena and he's like the god of everything.
Yeah.
But Mad Max made more sense because he's like, it's like water and oil and stuff. This planet looks really lush.
Yeah, there doesn't look like it's hard to get resources.
No, other than protein.
Then maybe it is a fight for like the last pasture of cows.
Which I'd be okay with that.
I'd be fine with that.
Because
yeah.
if you think about it. I'd want that too.
Yeah, I would definitely want a hamburger.
Steak, anything.
Anything, yeah. That's the most important part about this game.
So for now, the wind physics look great.
Wind physics, fantastic.
The game looks great. It looks like a lot of fun, looks interesting. Story looks like meh.
Yeah.
And potentially has the most intriguing story of line of all time with being the lack of protein.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
I think that's what this game's about.
Lack of protein.
Like, how does she scale these walls and how's she so built without the protein? I don't get it.
Tofu?
There's no tofu in this world.
Watch it be their main.
Their main source of food is tofu.
Just watch it. Watch it be.
Yeah.
So, I think I have the release date. And I said that was the 28th.
The 28th of February.
So that's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming.
Pretty close. A little over a month away.
It looks great. The only thing that bugs me is the girl's face.
I don't
know why.
I don't see it.
She's just not hot to me.
Well, I don't know. I think you got to
give it. Got a weird face.
Just wait till we play the game.
Okay.
Because you never know. Her actions might speak louder than her face.
That's true.
She's still hot.
She still is hot. I mean, she's a video game girl. They're all hot.
You're just saying she's not on par.
Nah, she's no Tracer, I guess. Let me go there.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Or Laura Croft.
Again, good luck.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point. It's like she's kind of a simplistic looking girl.
She's a handsome woman.
Yeah, she is. I mean, if you're in a tribe with lack of protein, that's probably what
that is what's going to happen.
We're just going to keep coming back to that.
Yeah, it's weird to me.
It's something that's never been brought up that I've heard that's completely interesting.
Yeah, it's like, what do these people eat? I don't know.
That's the biggest
They,
mystery.
unless they eat metal. Maybe they're like, they've evolved metal teeth. I don't know. Who knows?
They eat metal.
Yes, metal, and they drink oil. This is just where humanity has evolved to in this world.
Oh my God, that's great. All right, well, we look forward to Zero Horizon Dawn.
Yeah, I'm a lot more excited than I was even when we went over this last week just from watching these trailers.
Yeah. And if you haven't, check them out. We don't want to watch any more gameplay.
No.
We saw that 4-minute clip, and that's all we need to see. I'm buying it, and it looks great.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely buy it. I think it's going to be huge for them, too. Like, I think it's going to do well.
I think it's going to do really well. It's had a lot of hype. The only thing is the Switch literally comes out the next week.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'll probably play it till the Switch comes out.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be hard.
It's going to be tough. Because once Zelda comes out, that's it.
And it's Zelda's open world. This is open world. A lot of open world games. That's a lot of time.
You're right.
That's a lot of time.
This could be a classic Battleborn Overwatch right here. It's like everyone's all pumped about Horizon, and then
Yeah, I agree there.
but people will have to get a Switch.
True. That's true too. I feel like Horizon Zero Dawn's been coming out long enough. People like everyone knows this game at this point.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah.
I mean, they don't know the name because it is a bad name of a video game.
It is a terrible name.
Yeah, but if you're like, that girl that shoots dinosaurs with a bow and arrow, that they're mechs, and you're like, oh yeah.
That's exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly.
They should have called it "Girl Shooting Robot Dinosaurs" and
with
arrows, and we'd be on board. Then we know exactly what we were getting into. But I guess then you could just call Zelda guy with Master Sword hunts evil. I don't know.
That's fine.
That's fine. Just literal names for games anymore.
Well, and then Resident Evil comes out next week or the week after.
The week after.
So, when everyone hears this, it will be. So it's not this Tuesday. It's next Tuesday.
It's next Tuesday.
Okay,
yeah.
so everyone hears this. It'll be, if you listen Monday, it'll be about a week.
Yeah, a week.
So that's cool. And then For Honor comes out as well, which I really want to play.
I want to try it, but
I really am excited about that game. But this is potentially, that's $300. It's like $500 in the next month.
Yeah, it's a lot of money
for video games. But that's potentially all I need for like a good couple months.
Yeah, I'm just now thinking about this. Where am I getting the money for all this?
I have it, but I don't have as much. I'll have very little left.
Yeah, I don't have the money for this, so I'll figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, just take it as it comes, man. Get one of them, play it.
Go sell some Coke, do something.
Yeah.
Anyone want some Coke?
Just just personal message us on SoundCloud if you want some Coke. Oh God, we're gonna get fucking FBI's coming.
Nah, I doubt they're listening to us. Yeah, good point. They are.
The look.
Yeah, he just gave me the look.
Nobody saw it, but I gave him the look.
Gave me a look.
Of course they don't. Okay, so yeah, lots of good games coming. Okay, now let's move on to the funniest thing I've heard in a long time, and I am not at all surprised.
No, this is not shocking.
So Microsoft really fucked up again. It's like they're slowly becoming Nintendo.
Yeah, they are.
Nintendo's kind of almost taking their spot.
We need to take the Nintendo model of fucking up.
So anyone that's, got an Xbox One, I hope you enjoy it, but we didn't get one. But there was a game coming out.
Yeah,
it was teetering it.
I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, looks interesting.
I'm not going to buy it for day one, but if it gets good reviews, I might, look into purchasing an Xbox for this. Well, it was Scalebound.
Yes, I wanted to play Scalebound.
It looked awesome. You rode dragons and fucking shot things.
You turned into a dragon.
Yes, and then you fought giant beasts.
Yeah, everything about it looked fantastic.
It looked like a great game, and it looked like it was pretty much done.
Yeah.
From the tech demos they showed and everything, and but it was delayed. So we were waiting. And then Monday, wake up, it's canceled.
They just canceled it.
It's done. It's gone.
They're almost done game. They did the same thing with Fable.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they're like, these games people like, we're just gonna stop.
Well, that was I think that was a MOBA.
Yeah, no, it was gonna be like 4 versus 1, I think.
Oh, okay. Really?
One of you played as the like computers and set up like enemies and stuff, and then the other people were heroes.
Oh, okay.
It was a really interesting idea.
Yeah, I just thought it was a MOBA, so I kind of signed it off because I don't like those.
No, neither do I.
But now that you say that, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Because that seemed cool. But yeah, Microsoft just fucking everyone over again. And the funny thing is, I saw this and I'm just like, I immediately texted you, Kester. I was just like, dude, they canceled Scalebound.
I was like, what?
I know. It's like, why?
Why?
They don't give an explanation. They don't give a fuck. But they are really biting. Like, they don't have anything, man. They have nothing.
They got nothing.
I don't see anything coming out that's even interesting.
Not at this point, because it was Dead Rising we were kind of interested in, and then Scalebound, and
yeah.
Other than that, I don't think of anything coming out on Xbox One right now.
And I think Dead Rising looks great, but like I'm not.
You're not buying a
console for that game.
No, I did get a Dead Rising 4 Snow Globe the other day.
That's
at
fantastic.
GameStop. They just gave me one because they had them left over.
Yes.
I was like, yes, I'll take that.
Merry Christmas.
It's got
to
like
me.
it's like a Christmas tree, and it's got like a zombie's head in a package and like a bunch of weapons. It's fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah, it makes me very happy.
That's fucking awesome. But the Scalebound, yeah, so I signed on Facebook. I'm not going to rant about it because I don't have an Xbox. I don't care. But Brian from Dragon Power Podcast,
Yeah.
our sister show, which I hope they put more out.
They should probably keep doing their show.
Yeah, they should. Their last one did really well. But anyway, Brian, he posted on Facebook. He's just like, I'm done.
Yeah, he was done.
I sold it. He just sold his Xbox.
Good for him.
Yeah, seriously, I don't blame him. The other thing is he has a PC. And that's the thing that's coming around, that anyone that has a gaming PC, there really is zero reason to have an Xbox.
No, because everything comes out on both of them.
Yeah, because it's the same product. I mean, it's the same company.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense to even get an Xbox anymore. So you're really not, like, it's silly.
Yeah, and why would you cancel Scalebound? Because it looked awesome and it seemed close.
Yeah.
Like, it seemed like it was almost done. Now, do you know if Platinum's still going to keep making it?
I just said they were canceled.
Yeah.
I literally tried to look up a reason or anything, nothing.
Yeah, because I couldn't find, like, what's going to happen to Scalebound now.
Yeah, and Platinum made that, right?
Yeah, it's Platinum.
Yeah. Well, they also made that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Yeah,
game.
but that was their B team.
Yeah.
They have an A and B team, and this was the A team.
Of course. It looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, so this was the team that made Bayonetta.
Yeah.
So it was probably going to be good.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
You know it was going to be good.
It looked fun.
It did. And it literally would have possibly been the selling point for me.
It was the closest thing to a selling point for me. And I'm just actually hoping now that it comes out on PS4.
Maybe that will happen.
I feel like that's what maybe they'll just release it for something else, because there's no way you take an almost done game and just do nothing with it. Because Platinum's not shutting down.
No.
Like when they canceled Fable, Lionhead shut down.
Yeah. Someone bought them out and they canceled and all that stuff.
Yeah, no one bought Platinum out.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft was just like, this exclusive everyone's looking forward to. We should probably get rid of that. Make more Halos.
It really makes zero sense. I mean, there has to have been a reason for it. But
They're not saying.
They're not going to either. But I see no good one.
No, I can't think of a single good
The
one.
only thing I could honestly say is if someone they like played it and it just sucked.
It was just that bad.
But I don't see that happening. I don't think it could have got to that point. It sucked so bad that they just said, fuck it. Because, I mean, look at Umbrella Chronicles. That fucking shooter.
Yeah, it still came out.
Like, Capcom just pretended it didn't exist and put it out, and hopefully they made their money back.
Yeah, that's kind of what they did. You would think they would. They do that all the time.
Oh, yeah. It's like, this game sucks. Why did they even release it? Well, they released it because they're in the hole.
Yeah, they were just trying to get some money back.
Yeah, and I think everyone with an Xbox would have bought this game.
Yeah, because you have nothing else.
Exactly.
Like, and it just was such a cool concept. You and your dragon teaming up with other dragons and friends to fight giant monsters.
Yeah, it seemed like a good time.
Yeah, like, what were they doing?
I don't know. But That I'm sorry, anyone who has an Xbox out there was looking forward to it.
Yeah, it sucks to be an Xbox owner.
Yep, right now it definitely does.
Like, I would sell your Xbox and get a PlayStation 4.
Or soup up your PC if you're
Soup
really
up your
into it.
PC. Yeah, that would be the move.
Yeah, but I think Horizon Zero Dawn's an exclusive for PlayStation.
Yes, it is.
Yep. So I mean, there's that. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, that's going to be huge.
I honestly think buying a PlayStation 4 at this point is a very good idea.
Yeah, they won December as well.
There you go.
They sold the most consoles. But I guess Microsoft did outsell them in the fourth quarter.
Well, they came out with the Slim.
Yeah.
They came out with the cheaper.
And we went over that. The only reason they did is because everyone already has a PS4.
Yeah.
It was people who were buying an Xbox as well, I think.
Yeah, and for the holidays, it's kind of like, I know people that did buy Xboxes over Christmas for, like 4K or something. Instead of getting the Pro, they want a new console. But, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So that sucks. Sorry.
Sorry.
And I'm really sad about it.
I'm actually kind of happy about it because I'm thinking this game's still going to come out, but it might come out somewhere
That's a great point. I hope it does. I really hope Platinum says, fuck you, Microsoft. We're making it play. Sony just buys the rights and just makes it a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Like, it just makes no sense that, like, just put it out.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Like, why cancel it? Did you call Platinum like, we don't want this on our system? Like, how could it be that bad?
It can't be.
It can't be.
It can't be that bad.
Even from, like, the demos and stuff, gameplay videos of it, I saw it looked cool. It was making me consider buying an Xbox.
And they just fucked it up, man.
Yeah, they really did.
They literally are pulling a Nintendo. They're switching spots. I see it coming.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so scalebound cancellation. Sorry.
All
right.
Kind of sad, but who cares?
Yeah. All right. Okay. So Final Fantasy 15.
Final bitch fest.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last time you're going to hear about it.
Full spoilers.
Though I've heard that this has been like their favorite part of the shows recently.
Okay.
Like
cool.
People love the bitch fest.
People
of Final
love
Fantasy 15.
when you bitch about this game. I think everyone hates it is why.
Yeah, so they love listening to us talk about, just hating it so much.
And the only people I find funny that are still liking it are people who haven't played it a lot.
Yeah.
There's a switch that flips. And then you're like, this game sucks.
I love the fact that you actually did click your fingers to want that too.
Yeah. I mean, every time you say switch, you have to now.
I suck at snapping my fingers, so I'm going to leave it to you.
I got it.
Okay, cool. So there definitely is. It's pretty obviously when it happens too. Okay,
yeah,
this is full spoilers.
Definitely at this point.
Like if you haven't played this game or if you stop listening.
There are a lot of stupid things I want to point out about the story.
Yeah, well, whatever the story was.
Yeah, whatever it might have been.
But if you don't want to listen, just go. I'm sorry, I don't know when the time is, but just keep skipping ahead. And if you keep hearing Final Fantasy stuff, just skip. But. Yeah, I finally beat it.
Yes.
I think I beat it in 23 hours, 24 hours.
That's not bad.
3 of which were me not playing because I was playing guitar while I was literally on the pause menu.
Okay.
So
Good stuff.
So I think I literally beat it in under 20 hours.
That's what I said. I think it would take like 15.
Yeah. So there was definitely downtime because I just was like, don't feel like playing this, and I just didn't turn it off.
And when you think about it, like 15 hours, like how much of that is driving? Maybe 3?
Probably.
2 to 3 hours of that is just driving in the car.
And walking.
Or riding a chocobo.
Yeah.
Aggressively wasting your time. It's the best thing I ever said about it.
So, okay, the first half of the game is fine. I think...
it's okay.
I think they, for the most part, did what they wanted to do. I don't think it's by any means better than any other open world game. I think it lacks in a lot of areas that other games do better. But they tried, and they did an okay job. And that's whatever. But what really starts happening is when it starts getting linear. The train...
Yep.
Is when it starts.
That is when it begins.
Literally when the game just takes a turn for the worst. Because every 5 minutes, you will be asking yourself this question. Why? Why is this happening? Why am I doing this? Why does this suck so bad?
Yeah.
And it really hit me whenever you're riding the train and it's like, wait for the train to stop. It literally is like walk around until the train stops.
Yeah, it tells you to walk around.
And there's nothing on the train.
No, there's like some newspaper articles you can read.
And like an item.
Yeah.
And like Gladio being a bitch.
Yeah. And Gladio pissed me off at that part because he's all yelling at you. It's like his wife died like 2 seconds ago. Give him a break. Give him like 5 minutes. Like,
yeah, give him a day.
Yeah, like at least give him an hour. You're right to yelling at him. You need to suck it up. My girlfriend died 15 minutes ago. Well, suck it up.
My fiance, who's gorgeous, and
Yeah.
like I've spent this whole time with you trying to save, and yeah.
Yeah. And I also like her dying because it's like they didn't show enough of her for me to care.
No, oh my god, that's a huge factor in this whole game, man.
Yeah.
And this is an ongoing thing. Every character in this game, other than Noctis, I would say is not this way, is just so shallow.
Yeah, they are very shallow.
I am not fucking invested in any of them.
No, it's like you're
At all.
supposed to care about this princess from what, like 2 flashbacks of her as a child?
And like her writing like one sentence in a diary to you every like
And that's
hours.
annoying. And then she gives like a speech about like, and it's a real weird speech because like suddenly the game switches from like you being fighting an empire to like now it's about incoming darkness and demons. It's like, when did this happen?
I know.
When did this game become about this? Like
Right then and there.
Like nobody even mentioned that the monsters were like the main factor or driving force of the game until she decided. And it's like, what happened there? Like, I thought we were fighting an empire. Now we're encroaching darkness.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, then it turns out that the Empire is making the darkness or whatever. Like,
I guess. I don't know.
They're creating the demons, apparently.
For whatever reason. Like, they already ruled the world. Why do they need to make demons?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, like, they expect you to care.
Yeah, they
about
really do.
Luna. And, like, you just...
I didn't even know her name. You just told me her name. Her name's Luna, people. I did not know that.
It's Luna Freya.
Luna Freya. There you go. That's how much I cared about her.
There was no reason to.
No.
There was really no reason to. This is actually right.
I liked her better in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, she was okay in that.
Yeah, she definitely was. But this was right before the train. The Leviathan's the last fight before the train, right?
Correct, yeah. That part's cool.
See, there's a lot of mixed feelings on this. A lot of people hated it, and a lot of people liked it. I thought it was the best fight in the game.
Second best fight in the game.
Okay. Whatever.
But it's the best set piece in the game.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's like one of the only times, actually, I think it is the only time in the whole game where you feel powerful.
Yeah, it really is.
Like you can't die.
No, you just fly around.
But it's fun.
It's cool. You're flying around.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I had a good time doing it. But a lot of people are like, it's stupid. Where did this come from? I'm like, well, none of the rest
I
of the
see your point.
Yeah, but none of the rest of the game was fun.
No, yeah, it's like, what are we comparing it to? The other parts that are terrible?
I know, really. So
out of all the terrible parts in this game, this one is the least worst.
Did you like the Ifrit fight the best?
I like the Leviathan fight the best. I thought the Ifrit fight was the coolest looking one.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the Leviathan wasn't your favorite part.
Oh, no, the girl. When you fight the Lancer girl.
She is good.
Because you guys are like flying around in the air and stuff.
That's
the best fight. That's the best fight.
That's definitely close. Yeah.
Ifrit would be third, I think.
Okay.
Then the Titan.
Well, should we just keep going with the story?
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Whatever you want to bitch about, I'm here.
Ifrit. Okay, the best part about the Ifrit fight was when he's sitting on the throne.
Yeah, and then he gets up and it's stupid.
Yeah, it's like it's so fucking cool that he's like on a throne just sitting there. Like,
yeah,
it's
that was
so badass,
so awesome,
so menacing. You're like, how are we gonna do this? And then you fight him. He stands up, and it's the generic battle system from the rest of the game. You warp around, you throw, you throw some magic, and like you heal all your stupid
group,
stupid fucking group members.
You hold circle,
well,
until it's over,
and then Bahamut comes and doesn't do anything.
No, he throws a bunch of swords at him that he just dodges,
and then you fight him, and then you fight Ifrit again.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
He didn't,
and that's the only time you can summon Bahamut in the game. And I hated Bahamut. Like, why is he a fucking knight? Like, that pisses me off. He's a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
He's not a knight.
Yeah, he looked
dumb.
He looks like a Gundam or something.
Yeah, because Gundams look cool. He just looked
stupid Gundam.
Stupid Gundam. I would say he looked more like the Voltron.
Okay, yeah.
Or like the Megazord.
Yeah, I could see that.
Something like that.
He was dumb.
He was dumb. We'll just go with that.
Stupid. He was. He looked. He was just stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
That you reserve the knights for the knights of the round. Like that's the whole point of knights of the round. Like each summon needs to be a different thing, and this game did it really well up until that point.
Yeah.
Like. What is it, Rama?
Rama is awesome.
He's fucking awesome. It's like fucking Merlin.
Yeah, Shiva's fantastic.
Shiva's gorgeous, and like the attack's really great. Ifrit, I thought was fine. They always do different renditions of Ifrit.
Yeah.
I thought he was fine. He looks like Satan.
Yeah, I loved it, how he had a disdain for mankind.
Yeah, which is cool. He was fine.
Titan was okay.
Yeah, I mean he was pretty generic.
He's just a big
Atlas
guy.
Leviathan was really cool.
Leviathan was cool.
Yeah. Is there any other ones?
No, that's it. They're 4.
Okay.
They're a whopping 4.
Before I forget, did you see Yojimbo in this game?
No, is he in there?
Dude, at the very end when you're like running to the palace, there's an enemy on the left and he's just in an alley and it's Yojimbo.
Can you fight him?
Yeah. He kicked my ass. I ran away.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's in there. It's just a dude walking around.
Oh yeah, because there's like
he looks
all
like
that
a Ronin.
Yeah, there's like the area there, and I remember fighting like one enemy in there, and it was like, this is too hard.
Yeah,
like this is way too hard. I'm just gonna keep going.
Well, one of them's Yojimbo on the other side.
That's cool. That might have been something. Yeah. Luckily, I don't have the game anymore.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You can't even be tempted.
No, I can't even be tempted.
But he's there.
That's cool.
That's probably one of my favorite parts of the game. I'm like, no shit, Yojimbo's back here.
He's in here.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then he just killed me in one hit because the game sucks.
Because he is Yojimbo.
That too, but the game sucks.
It is the worst.
So the Ifrit fight was people really liked it. I personally didn't because it was like, why?
Like the one cool part was when Ifrit was dodging the swords, and it's like it was a cool cutscene.
Yeah.
Like the only cool parts in this game are cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like the Noctis cutscene's pretty sweet where he kills everyone.
Yeah.
The cutscene where you're dodging all the stuff, or Ifrit's dodging. Also like the cutscenes where you're blocking the Titan.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. Leviathan fight, but it's not really a fight. They're all just kind of like cutscenes. Some of them you get to play, some of them you don't.
Yeah, and some are quick time events.
Yeah, which thank God we're bringing those back.
Yeah, thank goodness. I mean, that's the
that
end
is
of
the
the
best.
game.
That is the end of the game. It's like I forgot about that because I wanted to point that out whenever you beat it. Is this game ends with a quick time event?
It does.
And
the last thing you
do is press circle.
Yep, like 20 times.
Mm-hmm. You just like circle,
and then
circle, mash circle. Circle. And this is the exciting end climax of this game. Circle.
Then you stab him in the chest, then he's dead.
Did you
son of a bitch?
How was the conversation? Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Did it matter at all?
No.
Okay, good. I figured it didn't.
I didn't. I'm like, this must be it because the music's really fucking loud and I can't hear anything. So I'm like reading it and I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Like he said demons a couple times. He said some darkness. He said something about a crystal that. And then the other issue about that cutscene is Noctis is moaning and grunting the whole fucking time.
Ah, okay. I thought he was talking.
No, like you can't hear Arden talk because Noctis is grunting so loud.
Mm-hmm. And the music is blaring.
It is. It's like, it's the worst.
Did they even tell you why the guy was immortal?
No.
Is he just like an embodiment of evil or anything?
I guess.
Like, what is he?
I don't know. They told you, but I don't understand it.
Okay. Well, that's like the end. I don't understand what happened there.
No. Well,
he like sits on the throne and then the knights all attack him in the game. And it's like
a martyrdom thing. Like,
well, why is he martyring himself?
Because I guess the gods need I need king blood. I'm just making this up.
Uh-huh.
I guess they need his blood to sacrifice because that's how they get rid of the demons. Like, that's how the gods do it. They need the king to kill himself to save everyone else.
It doesn't make any sense.
I know, because like everyone else died.
No, I want to question
like
that
this.
and be like, that doesn't make any sense. You can't be right, but I feel like you are. I feel like that's exactly what they meant you to infer from it.
It literally is like I don't know like the specifics on why, but that is why he does it, because they need him to kill himself as a martyr so that they can use him to go and kill. I think because after you kill yourself, you go into like the ethereal or whatever.
Yeah.
And Arden's there still. He's not dead. Like he died, but then he's still in that
like other
plane or whatever.
Yeah, plane.
But when he's out, when you get there, you bring out the Knights of the Round.
Yeah.
that go into you, and you officially kill him. So I feel like you have to kill yourself to get to that plane to kill his real self, because that's where he truly exists.
God, that's convoluted.
It's something like, I mean, the more I'm talking, the more it makes sense to me, but that's still stupid.
It's still dumb.
It's almost like you kill him, you kill his body.
You kill his body, then you kill yourself to go kill his spirit.
Exactly. Because his spirit is immortal and he'll come back.
Okay.
Eventually. So it's
I
like
guess
you have
that's
to kill
kind
yourself.
of interesting.
Yeah, but like, couldn't they just said that?
Yeah,
Couldn't
like
they
why
just
did I
been
have
like-
to figure this out?
Yeah, couldn't they have just been like, he's an immortal, his spirit won't die unless you go to the afterworld or underworld or wherever, and you have to destroy it there.
Mhm.
You know, but they don't say that. They just kind of leave that up to interpretation.
Yeah, my whole question is then at this point is like, what does the Empire then has nothing to do with any of this?
No, where's the Emperor?
Yeah, where's him? Like, why were they doing this? Why were they bringing back the demons in the first place?
I think Arden basically just used the Empire as a way to unleash hell.
Okay,
I feel like that's it. Like,
that's it.
Like, he took over
Nothing
everything,
more to it, yeah.
it gave him the resources to create demons, to create perpetual darkness all over the world.
Okay,
I mean, I think that's what it is.
I feel like he could have just done that. He's immortal.
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid.
Yeah, this game is stupid.
Okay, I want to talk about the end real quick. We already kind of did, but the very end scene, before you go in and fight Arden for the last time, the Noctis at this point had always been like, I don't want to look at your pictures, Prompto, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, you get to pick a picture.
And you get to pick a picture.
I had one.
I bet I know what it was. Maybe.
Which one? No, it was just a picture of Inglesias.
Oh, really?
That was the only one that he took at that time. It was the only one I could pick from. I had one choice.
Well, then you only saved one in the whole game, because it's every saved picture you
Okay,
have.
then I only saved one picture.
That's fantastic. But he's
Where
like,
was I saving them to?
Oh, you were saving them?
No, like why would I save them?
I don't know.
Like, why
just
would
for
I-
this moment.
Yeah, apparently for this one moment.
I was just saving them if I liked them. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I picked car tits.
Yes. Car tits.
It was just Cindy, like, with her tits out. Like
Yeah.
it was the first picture in the whole album, because it's like the first thing you can save. So I just took car tits, and Prompto's like, are you sure? Like, this is it? Noctis is like, yes, this is it. This is the one. You're supposed to pick like them, like all four of them.
Yeah, like a group of them.
But I picked car tits.
That
So
would have been the one I picked if I had
you
it.
go fight Arden, dude. And after you beat him and everything's said and done, it's like after the credits roll, you see Noctis and Luna, I'm guessing in heaven, in some kind of
Yeah,
heaven.
it's some kind of like afterlife.
Yeah, and Noctis is sitting on the throne and Luna's by his side, and they're like romantic and they're like, hugging, and then like you look over and there's a picture on the
Yeah,
throne,
yeah, there
and
is.
it's the picture that you pick. So Noctis picks up a picture of card tits,
Yeah.
holds it over, shows it to Luna, and then they just start making out. And it was the best part of the whole game.
That is fantastic. I wish I would have done that.
It was like, look, hon, this is what I did on my journeys. Card tits.
Car tits. Oh, that's nice, actually.
I know. At first, I didn't pick that picture, but then something happened where I had to start the fight over. I either died or I ended up closing the application by accident, and then fucking had to pick a picture again. I'm like, I'm picking car tits.
Yeah, definitely pick car tits.
And it was so worth
Mine was just one picture, and I think it was Inglesias, just like
it. Ignis.
yeah, Ignis. Or
Iglesias.
That's
right.
what you call him.
That's
yeah.
right.
The guy
It
with the
is.
glasses.
He's
It
the
was
best.
just like him, like staring forlornly. That's all it was. It was the only one I had saved, so I had no choice. I had to pick it.
Fantastic.
And he's like, "This is my journey."
Okay, we beat the game. Who's your favorite character?
Car tits. I'm gonna say Car tits is up there. She'd probably be number 2. I'm gonna give it to that Lancer girl.
Okay, she is really cool. I would actually say I would agree with you on that if we're letting her. Okay,
Yeah.
who's your favorite out of the 4?
Cool. Probably Noctis.
Okay, I think Ignis is my favorite.
Which one's that one?
Iglesias.
Inglesias. Yeah, he's the best out of the
3.
3.
Yeah, he's the least annoying and I think the most interesting character.
I like the one thing Prompto does where he occasionally sings the like song.
the Chocobo song?
No, the victory song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was the one cool thing he did.
Oh, you're right about him too. He's totally gay for Noctis.
Yeah, he was.
That was so obvious.
Yeah, he just wanted.
And I guess he's like a machine.
Who?
Prompto.
He's a machine.
He's like an MT or something.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. But he like at one point like.
So he's a gay robot.
And he's like, this is where he was created, I guess. Like.
Oh yeah, I wondered what that was all about.
I think that means he's like was created by the Empire or something.
Yeah, I didn't care
because he had the chip.
I was like, what is he talking about?
So he's a gay robot.
He's
apparently.
a gay robot. But I was like,
it just keeps getting better.
They were like, how can you trust me? I'm one of them. I'm like, what is he talking about? What is he? Who cares? Like, is he? I thought that like it was something I was supposed to pick up. And I didn't care. So
I think it is what it is. But they didn't really lay it out for you either.
Nah, it's all vague in this game. Like, what is happening? I want to point out, do you know why it skipped 10 years? Like, why did he go in the crystal? What was the point
to
of
talk
that?
to Bahamut and then hang out in some jail.
He was in a jail?
Well, I don't think he was actually in jail, but like whenever you come back from 10 years and you have the awesome mustache.
You do have a cool goatee.
Yeah.
Going.
But it's like something prison. It was like called something, and I'm like, why is he in prison? But he's not. He's just hanging out in an empty jail.
Yeah.
Like that's where he like took refuge, I guess.
Like he talked to Bahamut, then like what took 10 years?
I don't know.
Why didn't he just come back out?
I don't know. He's contemplating life, letting the darkness take over because he was a pad.
Yeah.
I think he was prepping himself to die. I think that's kind of where they were going.
He
with
had
it.
10 years to prep himself to die.
Yeah. I mean, he had nothing. I mean, honestly, he had nothing to live for. His whole life sucked like the game.
Yeah, it really did.
Like the one thing he fought for just died.
Yep.
And he never really got to hang out with her.
No, he never did.
Or bang her.
Nothing. Yeah, he died a virgin.
He did.
And there's so many girls throwing themselves in car tits.
Prompto.
His Iris, yes. The one dude's sister, is that Iris?
Yes.
See, I don't even remember their names.
Gladius.
Well,
I just played it, so.
Yeah, you just played it.
The other thing is, he was taking refuge, right? Like he was like in this jail or whatever. I
don't even remember this jail.
Okay, was he even on a different continent or anything, or was he just like 5 miles south?
I think he was probably just 5 miles south.
Because like you end up on that dock that you start.
Yeah,
the game
you just
off.
appear on a dock.
I know. He like walks out of jail and then you're on a dock. But I don't know if it's the same area. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, it's stupid.
The whole game is just terrible.
It's fucking stupid. Okay, I do want to say this too. I think one of the most aggravating things about this game was the AI. Your
companion AI.
Yes.
Okay.
Companion AI was fucking terrible.
It really was.
Okay, so it's like any AoE attack that it hit everyone all the time. They never try to run away from it. They never try to do anything. They die constantly.
They do die every 10 seconds.
And you have to heal them. And by the end of the game, you just stop doing it.
Yeah, you just keep Gladios.
Yeah.
Because he has the one strong attack.
Yeah.
So you just keep him alive, and you wait, you hold circle, and you keep popping potions till you get that attack, then you use it. And this is the entire combat.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I let Ignis and Prompta die, and I kept Gladio, and he just did the technique.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do.
Yep, that's all I did. So that's stupid. They always, like, when I was in dungeons, like, everyone was like, the dungeons are cool. I had a miserable time in dungeons.
I did, too.
Because the AI was so bad, they never kept up with me. And they'd get locked behind closed doors whenever a battle would start, and I would be by myself, fighting, like, 2 liches and, like, 10 imps. And, like, I can't do anything. So I literally would have to call them in by doing techniques, because it would glitch them through the wall. Nice. And then they would be in the fight again. So I'd have to run around until my technique meter went up, which was fucking stupid.
And it also was very vague on how you got that to go up.
Yeah. I think it just ended up just going up.
Like, I don't know if it was dodge attacks, hit attacks. It just went up. Like, who knows?
Yeah. There's, like, abilities later on you can get that, like, it goes up faster if Noctis hits something. And you have to pay for that or whatever.
Yeah, their whole, like that, like, grid or whatever where you unlocked abilities, it's like, none of it mattered.
No, you could have played the whole game without using any of it.
No. Like, I think I had, like, 300 points at one point, and I'm like, oh, I should probably use these.
Yeah.
And I was just clicking stuff. I didn't even care.
So the AI is fucking terrible. They die all the time. They're completely useless other than the techniques.
Yeah.
They just really are. And the other, I think the most aggravating thing about this game to me, the one that I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this game? Why do you walk through dungeons? You can either walk really slow or sprint. There's no jog.
There is no jog.
It's just, why? It's literally like, are you trying to make me feel like I'm in, like,
a horror game or something?
and it's like, people are like, well, it's kind of cool because you're exploring. I'm like, no, you're not. You can pull up the whole map of the dungeon.
Yeah, the entire map is there, and there's nothing in there to find anyway.
No, it's like a remedy. Like, thanks.
Like, that's the problem with, like, going off the beaten trail in this game. There's no rewards for it, because, like, you don't need anything.
You don't get, like, I don't think I've ever picked up a weapon.
No, you just buy them.
I don't think you pick up weapons. Like, I don't.
I'm trying to think if I ever picked up a weapon.
You can pick up an accessory, like a necklace or something.
You can.
I never found a weapon.
But they're all not as good. It doesn't matter.
I know, it doesn't.
Like, that's the thing. It doesn't. Like, you could just use the ones you get. I just use the regular default sword I bought at the end for mostly everything.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
It's like they're like, you get all those like royal arms, but like they drain your health, but they don't seem that strong.
No, they
like,
don't.
They're not that much stronger.
I think the Arbinger, whenever you R1 and L1 together, and like you go into like Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
That is cool.
I think that's the coolest part of the combat. Like, it was fun to do that because you're just like teleporting around
and shooting swords.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I mean that was neat. I felt pretty cool when I was doing that. But that was like the only thing about the combat I liked was when that happened. Yeah, the walking slow, fucking terrible. And then, okay, so you're walking slow through dungeons and it's stupid and it's not fun. And then Ignis becomes blind.
Yeah.
Okay, he's my favorite character.
I have one thing to point out about that too.
Hold on, just before this.
Yeah.
Okay, Ignis goes blind, and he's my favorite character, and we're about to go into this dungeon, and he's like, should I come? And I'm like, yeah, you're my favorite character. And you'll probably, for some reason, I was thinking to myself, he might be cool, like something cool might happen because he's blind. Like, he'll actually be more badass now because he's more senses. But you get in there, and no. He has a fucking walking stick, and he walks really fucking slow.
And you have to wait for him?
You have to wait for him. So not only are you barely walking through this dungeon at an adequate speed, now you're waiting for a blind man.
Yes.
So it's just like, this game sucks. How could you make it worse? Add a blind man.
Yeah,
they did it.
So here's my thing about that. Whenever I first went in there, I had the same thought as you. I'm like, yeah, just come along. And then I go to run away, and he's like, we have to wait for Ignis. And I'm like, oh, I'm not doing this. So I reloaded. And it's like, should I come along? And I'm like, no. He still comes.
Oh, my God.
He still comes. It doesn't matter. I don't even know why they give you the decision. He's coming.
I figured, because everyone, I figured that was it. Because
I was just like, no, I don't want to do this. So I reloaded it. I'm like, you stay right here, buddy. And he just follows you down.
he doesn't.
It's not even a conversation. He's just in the group.
Is he like, okay, I'll stay here?
No. You just like stay here, and it cuts to you running around, and he's coming.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know why they even gave you a choice.
So they literally just expected you to say yes, I think.
Yeah, I think they expected you to say yes.
Wow.
Or like maybe it had some, I thought maybe by saying no it would have some sort of effect later in the game, but no, didn't.
Well, this is the other thing about that is they must have fucked up or something. Well, obviously they fucked up the whole game.
Yeah.
But they must have fucked up because he's the reason you beat that boss.
Is it? Yeah, he is.
Because he has the one technique he gets that's
it's just
magic.
Suddenly he's throwing magic firebombs or something.
Yeah, it's like, where's that been the whole game? The game would have been more fun.
That would have been cooler.
But yeah, he gets that. So like, I was thinking to myself, if you say no, because I didn't know anyone that did, how would you beat that boss?
The reason is you can't say no.
Exactly. So now that I know that, that's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh my God.
So now that we finished it, let me ask you this. Do you think that originally this game was about like a linear, like 15, 10-hour game? And they were like, this combat's good enough, let's stretch this into a full Final Fantasy. And that's why it went so wrong.
Are you saying that this wasn't even a Final Fantasy game?
No, because originally it was Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a numbered title. It was just going to be an offshoot of 13. So I'm thinking...
It has that vibe to it.
Yes. So, because it's about the crystals. They're all about. There's always a crystal.
Yeah, but it does have a more vibe to them that game than any other one.
Yeah, like, do you think that maybe that this was just going to be like a pretty, like an okay, like an action game that was maybe like 10 hours that they just were like, well, this combat's so cool, let's stretch it into a full-length Final Fantasy, and it went wrong.
Maybe. I feel like something happened because I feel like the first half of the game is where they put all their effort.
Yeah.
And then the second half of the game, like, good fucking lord, man, that final dungeon.
It is the worst thing ever.
It's one of those things that you told me it's so bad. Everyone told me it's so bad, like the worst. Like, you have no idea until you play it.
Yeah, it is that bad.
It's fucking terrible.
Like, it just feels like everything is taking forever.
It's so long. You walk through corridors for literally, it took me like 5 or 6 hours to beat that dungeon.
Yep, just walking through corridors, holding square to dodge.
And like, there's this like mechanic where like you can hide from them, but like it doesn't work.
And it doesn't matter because you can attack them.
Yeah, exactly. Then you just dodge everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's stupid.
You just dodge everything. If they made the dodging so that it was more powerful, like everything didn't take 20 hits to kill, it was more like 5, I don't know if it would have been that bad.
No, or even twice, just like boom, boom.
Yeah, because like you have this king's ring. It's the fucking ring of the king.
It should be that powerful.
It should kill everything in one hit. Nope.
I think that's what happened. I think they had a game that was like 10 hours and it was cool and they didn't have an idea for Final Fantasy 15. They're like, we'll just throw in we'll make the world giant. We'll throw in a bunch of stupid side quests. I think the game was probably like 15 hours and it would have been okay. It was probably just like you go from this town to then like this part and then you do the Leviathan thing, then the ending and it's over. And it might have held up for 10 hours.
Yeah.
And I think they just tried to stretch something that wasn't there.
Yeah. I think they literally were just so focused on open world, like they needed to do this open world game and they just focused all their energy on that and then everything else just went by the wayside.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But I think they had a core game that was pretty solid.
Now, when you say core game, do you think it was everything that wasn't open world?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Like, I think the stuff that worked, like the combat system, that combat system was fun for a little bit.
Yeah.
Even some of the early dungeons were fun. The set pieces were all spectacular. I think this was a much shorter game that they just made the world huge and then just did a bunch of stupid, like, open world side quests. I think they had, like, a much smaller offshoot Final Fantasy. Like, this wasn't supposed to be a numbered Final Fantasy.
Like, they almost had a final game and then they decided, let's boost it.
Yeah, let's stretch this out into a full Final Fantasy. Instead of calling it 13 verses, we'll stretch it out. We'll make it 15.
Yeah, I would agree with that because there's something wrong with this game.
Yeah, because parts of it work pretty good. And I think that part worked, and they were like, well, this is good enough that we can stretch it out. We'll just add some open world elements, throw in some other stuff, and they just forced a game that really, and I think that's why everyone likes it for like 13 hours, because this game worked for like 10 hours. And I think if that's probably what their initial plan was.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, that's what makes the most sense to me.
I could totally see it. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they stretched it out, it didn't work. Which is like, did you hear the news about Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake?
No.
They're nowhere close. Is what they came out and said. They haven't been showing anything because it's so far off that they.
Wow.
So, like, I don't know why Square works so slow either.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So we're not going to see Kingdom Hearts for. So that'll probably be 10 years again.
You may see Kingdom Hearts 3 on PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now.
And I don't honestly, in the Final Fantasy 7, after this game and how they're treating the new one.
Yeah.
I'm
very sad because they're making it into like a hybrid action game like this was, so that's not a good sign.
No, it's not at all.
Like, if it's combat and anything is anything like this game, we're in trouble.
Yep. Unless they redefine it and make it good, but it's just I can't. I don't see it. The other thing is,
I think they had an okay action game that was probably like 8 hours that they stretched into this like giant piece of shit.
Yep, that's exactly right. Though one other thing about the game that I did want to mention is you never feel powerful, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know what it feels like to be level 99 or anything, so you might then, but like, you never know when enemies are going to hit you. Like, I would fight this boss that's huge, and like, I couldn't see what the fuck it was doing, and I would just die all the time.
You never knew when you were being hit.
No, and
so
like,
you didn't know when to hold square and when to attack.
And you got two-shotted every time.
Yeah, you felt like a pretty weak little bitch.
Like, I've never popped so many high elixirs in a video game in my fucking life.
Yeah. And
like, the best thing to do, save all your money, buy 99 high elixirs, and you can beat the game.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
I will give them one cool thing is how they use them. They like pull them out, and just smash them in their hands.
Sure.
I like that, but not every 5 seconds.
No, it's every 5 seconds. It takes forever to stand up. And while you're standing up, your life is draining, like your overall life. So, like, God forbid, it takes them, like, 5 seconds to stand up. It's just like, ugh. I was just like, I'm done. Like, I was so frustrated playing that game.
Yeah, would you say without a doubt worse Final Fantasy?
Yes.
Not even close.
I would rather play 13.
Yeah.
I would. I know that's like people are like, no, it's not that bad. It is.
It's way worse than 13.
Like 13 is like laughably bad. Like it's like, but you can play it.
You can play it. You know what I like though in 13? I like lightning and I like the combat.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
and
like
that's what's. And there were other things I even liked in that game. I really like the music in that game.
Mm-hmm. The music in this is bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
I like even I tried listening. It's like none of this is good. Like the Horizon Zero Dawn music was a fucking 5 seconds, and we're like, this is incredible.
Yeah, this is a great song.
And like I couldn't. That was more memorable to me than the whole Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack.
And it's kind of weird how it switched too, because Final Fantasy 13 was the first like 70% of that game sucked. But once you got to a certain point in that game, and you actually had to shift paradigms while fighting and like pay attention to what you're doing, the world became more open. That game became borderline great. Like it was really good. But like most people couldn't get that far because the first half sucked so bad. This is the opposite. Like it's borderline good.
Yeah.
For the first couple hours, then it just becomes terrible.
Yeah, like complete garbage.
Complete garbage.
So we're done. This is the end of Final Fantasy 15.
Final score.
Final score. This is a fucking. I'm giving it a D.
D, so like a 4 or less.
I'm gonna get okay. If we're going from 1 to 10,
you always go 1 to 10.
Okay, I'm giving it a 3.
I'm trying to think of some reason to say no, but you're right. It's a 3.
Like it is playable. At least it works for the most part. But there's so many glitches. The story fucking sucks. The characters suck. The combat just becomes boring and dumb. Like it was a cool idea, but just didn't work.
Yeah.
Like
it's a cool idea that worked for a couple hours.
Yeah, and the first half of the game's okay. It's like it's not outstanding. It's not great.
Like
it's
the first
okay.
half of the game's like a 6.
Yeah, like I'd be like, yeah, this is a 6, and I would have been fine playing that for 30 hours and beating the game if it was like that and decent.
Yeah,
but it's just not. It gets so bad that it's to the point that I don't think they played that fucking game after the train. I just don't think they played it because I don't understand how anyone could think that was fun.
I think they just made a train sequence and dungeon and then the end of the game.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, they didn't have anything.
And they, for some reason, thought I cared about any of the characters and their stupid, convoluted bullshit story.
Yeah, and
they tried so hard to pretend they care, but they.
That you would give a shit about these guys.
No. Oh, this is the other thing. This is the final point. This pisses me off more than anything. It makes me believe that there's something wrong with this game. Like they fucked up and just weren't paying attention, or there's something got cut. But Noctis is in a fucking wheelchair in the flashbacks.
Yeah.
He is. He's a paraplegic. He can't fucking walk. They never talk about that.
Yeah, like how he got healed.
Yeah.
Well, and that's like the
like he's always sitting on a bed where you're like, oh, they're sitting on bed. But then there's that scene like almost halfway through the game where he's literally in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and you know what really pissed me off about all that too? Is they kept showing that flashbacks of them in this like elf city of some sort. You never fucking go there. And it looked awesome. Like I wanted to go there.
Well, I think you do, but it's the palace. I think that's where you're at.
No, they even show it like when the screens are loading. It's like some kind of wooded like forest area.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, it looks so awesome. You never go there. It's where Luna's from.
It must be where he goes to get healed. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's where he went to get healed. But like, you would think you would go there in the game. It looked awesome. It was in the movie.
Let's just go to Italy.
Yeah. Let's just go to Venice.
Which
Check out the dress.
I know.
That did blow my mind. Yeah. I'm just like glad they put that on there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I'm done with this game.
Yeah, that wheelchair thing pisses me off.
I think the one that pisses me off is the Emperor.
Yeah.
Why did we not fight him? Did he just go away? Even if you God stop all the darkness, it doesn't seem like Noctis would win because the Emperor still has control of the entire world. So what did he do? Stop the darkness. Well, your entire race is being oppressed by an evil dictatorship. Good job, Noctis.
And all the kings, and there's no lineage.
Yeah, there's no kings anymore because you're dead and you didn't have a kid because you prefer the company of men. So there it is.
That's
so
it.
you accomplished nothing.
He did.
You didn't get your kingdom back. You blew up. You got rid of the demons, but the Empire's still there.
And you showed car tits to your dead fiance.
And you showed car tits to your dead fiance.
So that's
quite
it.
Possibly your classiest move.
So that's it.
That's it.
All right. Next up is the Nintendo
Switch.
All right, well, welcome back, everyone. Sorry about the long-ass fucking Final Fantasy bitch fest.
It's
but
really easy to bitch about that game.
I could have kept going.
Yeah.
We kept going.
We definitely could have kept going.
But, yeah, you get the point. It's a shitty game. So, let's move on to something that's more exciting.
This is exciting.
So, the Nintendo Switch, thank you, had a live event recently. It was this past week.
It was the 12th.
Yeah, it was a Thursday night. It was weird time, but I got to watch it. Did you get to watch it?
No, I actually just watched all the stuff the next day.
Okay.
I was at work.
Okay. So, it was really impressive.
It really was.
It was a lot of fun. It was a pretty good event. It was commentated. It was I can't think of the word. It was in Japanese.
Oh, subtitled?
Yeah, it was subtitled. You had an English guy, interpreter. That's what I'm looking for. Interpreter. Some of that was sketchy. But I mean, what can you do? Some of the people that were talking were a little silly.
I didn't watch.
A little weird.
Yeah.
There was one part where so they basically would announce the system, then they announce the games, and between everything they'd always say, "Now we're switching over to this person." Well, the one time they switched over the one guy, I was sitting here with the crazy neighbor, and we're watching it, and this guy jumps out of darkness and just screams, "Dick!" Literally.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No one said anything. And he's like, well, that didn't go as planned. And then, for the rest of that segment, no one knew what this guy was talking about. He was like, his nerves just set in, you could tell. But that was actually, I think, the No More Heroes guy.
Yes. We'll get to that.
But anyway, so Switch, finally, we have tons of information on it. This event did a really good job of explaining pretty much everything you need to know about the Switch. Showed the console off. So let's start off with how they started. When's it going to be released? Well, it's going to be released March 3rd.
Yes.
Which is even sooner than we thought it would.
Yeah, I thought it was the 17th was the rumor.
I thought it was going to be mid to late March, but it's the beginning.
Yeah.
It's going to be $299.99, which is a higher price point than rumored.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean, it's pretty cheap for a brand new console.
Yeah.
I mean, usually they're in the $350 to $400 range. So you can get everything that you want pretty much. I mean, if you're getting Zelda or whatever, which was also announced. It's a release date, a release title. So thank God.
Yeah, I know.
It was the last thing they said on the whole event. Everyone's like, they didn't talk about Zelda at all. And then they just released at the end. It's coming March 3rd.
And then they had that new trailer for it.
And it looked fucking awesome.
It looked so fucking good.
I know. So overall, really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into the packaging and the games that are coming with it, Kester has done something I did not expect.
Yeah, I did. I actually reserved a Switch.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this did it for me.
I never in a million years.
No, I didn't think I'd want
it.
You know what it was? It was No More Heroes.
Well, and the fact that Zelda looks fucking breathtaking.
Yeah, it was I was just watching trailers for it all day, and I was like, on the fence, and then Andrew's like, they released No More Heroes. I'm like, well, that did it.
Did you look that up, though? Did you make sure that was truthful?
It was truthful.
Okay. Because I thought I heard that, and I thought that's what they were going with, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, it just, they don't have anything on it other than it's coming.
Yeah. And then they also released the Mario game, Odyssey, it's called.
Yeah, I thought that looked good.
That's coming out at the end of the year. Let's talk about that a little bit, actually. So, what do you think?
I think it looks cool.
Yeah, I think the only issue I have with it is the city landscape.
See, I thought that was awesome.
I don't like that because it shows that Mario's actually a really small person.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that, like, in Mario World, like, everyone looked like Mario. Like, not like him, but was the same body type. But, like, he's amongst humans, and I find that strange.
It is strange, but I just think I just love this idea of Mario running through like New York City. Like, I think that's awesome.
Okay, I'm not a huge fan.
I'm down.
But I love the fact that it's basically the closest we're ever going to get to Mario Universe because it's more open world. You can take this ship to other planets, and they all look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They're all different. So that looks really cool.
I like the magic hat that you can like throw, and then you can jump on it.
They always throw something cool in a Mario game, and in this one, they're throwing the hat's like an actual character.
Yeah, so, it's kind of like your water pack or whatever,
or the star from Galaxy that makes you spin. So it's like that. It looks really cool. Like Kester said, you can like throw it, and it'll stay in place for a little bit, and you can use it as like a jumping platform. I'm sure there's going to be more attacks with it that you can do and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it looks really good. That's coming out, at the end of the year.
And it just looks like a solid Mario 64 type title.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think it's exactly what everyone wanted from a new Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
I think 3D World was kind of just the like, let's put a game out.
It was.
And I feel like this one's like, they've been developing this for a long time, and I think it's paid off and looks really good.
And I think that the Switch, too, is the other thing that sold me on it is I can play some of the Wii U games I wanted to play as well.
Yeah.
Like Mario Kart 8's coming on it. I really want to play Splatoon 2.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play No More Heroes, and I really want to play Zelda. And then they're saying that Metroid news will probably happen this year.
Ugh.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this thing.
Yeah.
Like, because I can just put money down on it every paycheck till it comes out. And I'm pretty excited about it now. Like,
yeah, me too.
I just think it's that No More Heroes, man. I'm going to want to play No More Heroes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you jumped on board. Now we'll both have it. We can play it. I think it'd be fun to play with like Splatoon with each other and all those games.
That kind of stuff. I think that the hype is so huge on it that the console's going to be enough of a success to have developers and Nintendo supporting it a lot better.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So I want to talk about what you get when you buy it now, because there's so many accessories and shit for this thing that it's like, what comes in the box?
Yeah, exactly.
It? Like, how much more do you need to spend? So for $299.99, you get the Switch console, of course. You get 2 Joy-Cons, which is the left and right, that you put attached to the tablet and play off that. You get the Switch docking station, which connects to your TV and charges the console. You get the Joy-Con grip, which is what the Joy-Cons slide into and click into, and it's like a controller. You get the Switch AC adapter, so you can plug it in, of course. HDMI cable, and you actually get straps for the Joy-Cons with it.
Yeah.
That's all you get. There's also 2 different packages. There's one that's the Joy-Cons are gray, and then there's one that the left one's blue and the right one's red.
Yeah.
And they're different colors.
That one's sold out.
Yeah, I knew that would right away.
Did you get that one or the gray one?
I got the gray one.
Yeah, I got the gray one too. I got the last one.
The thing is, I don't think I had the option of getting the colored, but I don't think I would have anyway.
I think that it looks dumb.
It just doesn't look right.
No.
You know, I like the fact that you can get different colored ones, but I'd rather them both be the same color. Like, my OCD, like, I'm trying to think of it sitting on my counter over there, like...
Yeah, that would drive you insane.
It's weird.
Like, I'd like to have 2 blue ones.
Yeah, exactly. Or, like, 2 green ones or something. But this is cool because the Joy-Con, I think it'll probably be more successful in Japan when it comes to, like, changing those, because that's how the 3DS was. They'd come out with a bunch of different kinds of 3DS, like different colors. They're probably going to do that in Japan a lot. You'll probably get like Zelda Joy-Cons, Mario Joy-Cons, all that kind of thing. But I don't anticipate that coming to the West. A huge thing in this one, though, is it's not region locked.
Oh, that's huge.
They got rid of region lock.
It's a good idea.
It is. And the reason I think that this is huge is also because it's portable. Because a lot of international traveling people, all those kinds of things, long excesses of work, like that was always a pain in the ass for people, like reporters and stuff who would travel and play games while they were reporting on video game news. But now that's not a case. That's not the case. They don't have to worry about that.
That's good.
So I'm glad that they're doing that. I think that's a step in the right direction. They did announce that it's going to have online capabilities, of course. I think they're going to do a couple, like the first couple months are going to kind of be an online trial for everyone. I think it's to see how they, how it holds up. And it's going to be free. But I'm guessing by summer, they're going to start making you pay for it.
Yeah, but they are, the rumor is they're going to give you free Super Nintendo and Nintendo games.
That's fucking awesome.
So,
well, that makes sense. That's like how PlayStation Plus and Xbox Gold.
But the difference being that with like your Xbox and your PlayStation, when you download that game, you always have it. This is like they're limited for that month. So like if they put, you can get Super Metroid for free, it's only for that month. And then once that month is over, you can't play it anymore for free.
That's stupid.
It is stupid, but it's still something to give me a reason to spend money.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the thing is, though, like if they were just handing out all their classic games for free,
they'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard. I mean, like right now you're getting, PlayStation, you don't really get that many great games.
No, like the best one was probably Resident Evil and Journey.
Yeah, like the other ones, they're usually indie titles that you don't really care to play. It's cool you get them, but you very rarely get a really, really good game.
No.
So it's cool that we're getting to play these classics. I think that's better
especially for free, because then you're giving me a reason to have your online.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to need like a real... But I think with Mario Kart and Splatoon, and if they come out with a Smash Brothers, that's enough to merit,
having online.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. The questionable thing, I didn't really look into this much, but from the conference they said the way you communicate is through smart device.
What's that even mean?
I don't know, but I think that sounds terrible.
Like there's not going to be a mic?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Like it's like the chatting and all that thing is done through your smart device. So...
Like our phones?
Yeah, I think that's what they were insinuating. They just said smart device.
So you got to call the guy and talk to him?
I was trying to put this into perspective. Like, why would you do this? And I'm like thinking, okay, because it's portable maybe. So if you're in the middle of a park, like, oh, I want you to hop on and play with me.
Yeah, but you could use a Bluetooth mic.
Well, this is the other thing. If you're in a park, you don't have Wi-Fi anyway, so you can't fucking play.
Yeah, or you're going to take this thing to like Starbucks and set it up and play. Why don't you just play it at your house?
Yeah, well, it's just one of those things. That whole smart device thing, I don't get it. I feel like it's a cop-out so they don't have to do it.
Maybe.
They're just like, let's use what people already have, an existing thing. Nintendo likes to do that a lot.
Yeah.
They use old shit on their new things. But, okay, so that's their online. It's still kind of up in the air about what's going on. But
I feel like they need to nail it this time.
They do. They really do. And I feel like...
Not that I know like if the Wii U had good online.
It didn't really. It really didn't. It was very sketchy at best. Same with the 3DS. You can tell it's free.
Yeah.
It's like how PS3 felt when it was free. It was like sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't.
Yeah.
So now
they got their shit together, the PlayStation.
They're on par with Xbox for sure. There's really no difference in my opinion now.
Now, but yeah, back in the day,
it was Xbox was the best for sure because you paid for it, and that's the thing Nintendo's doing. That's right. People are kind of pissed about this, but
it's what all of them do.
It's not even that. It's so that they can pay their employees to just work on their online stuff
and maintain the servers.
Yeah,
and everything.
Like that's what you.
That.
That's what you want. That's what you're paying for. So kudos. I'm glad they're doing it. They're getting into this fucking realm. There are rumors of being able to stream from the Nintendo Switch, which is huge because streaming anything Nintendo in the prior past has been a pain in the ass. You have to get a computer and all that stuff. So twitching of Zelda and all that will probably be a lot more things. And if it comes out eventually and it works, I'm going to definitely do that. So
yes.
Let's talk about the Joy-Cons a little bit. So they are kind of resemblance of the Wii U Wiimote.
Mm-hmm.
There's sensory in them. They have like a new high-tech Rumble Pack in them
Yeah,
now.
they were making a little big deal about this Rumble Pack.
Yeah, and it is interesting because Nintendo actually is the first company to do Rumble.
Yeah, with Star Fox 64.
Yeah, so they're actually kind of, upping the ante now, which is cool. Supposedly you can feel... I mean, I read an article of someone hands-on with it, not just them talking,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, cats. They're going buck wild. Like, it feels like things are happening. Like, if you're holding something and it's filling up with liquid, it feels like it's getting heavier, or it feels like it's,
Oh, that's interesting.
all that things, like, actually work. And from hands-on people who are unbiased, not Nintendo, are saying it's really cool. So that's neat.
Awesome, yeah.
That's neat. I think that's an interesting concept. Some of these, not all of them, but some of these games are using the motion controls for it. I think I'm okay with this because it doesn't seem like the AAA titles, it doesn't matter.
No,
it's kind of just like a gimmick to maybe do some fun family stuff.
Yeah, like that ARMS game.
Yeah.
Which actually looks kind of fun.
It does. It looks really fun.
Looks interesting.
Big House is super pumped for ARMS.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know. He just thinks it looks cool.
It looks okay.
Yeah, but I think it looks fun. I think it looks interesting. I'm glad they're not focusing on it. It's just kind of there.
It's there. It's not
like
the
that
main
was
focus.
the Wii. The Wii was that. This
That
is just kind of like an offshoot. Okay, we're more into the games and the console than that, but that's still there.
Yeah.
So that's cool. There's like an interesting game that's coming out. It's like a party game where like it's a bunch of mini games you can
Switch 1, 2.
Yeah, you can like duel each other with like a gun. You know what I mean? I don't know what else they were doing, like dancing and a bunch of stuff. It's like it's a game that they're trying to make a game that's not based on the TV. It's based with interaction with other people, and pretty much the controller does everything for you. Like it rumbles and tells you what to do and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it seems interesting. I think it's cool. I'm glad that it's not like every game's doing this, but
It's an option.
yeah, and I'm okay with that. So the Joy-Cons, in my opinion, turned out to be a lot more technical than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be like the Wii U gamepad.
Yeah. So, but these things are hardcore.
Yeah, there's
supposedly.
motion sensors. They got all kinds of shit going with them.
I'm a little worried about the size of them. I think playing them like sideways as a controller is going to be rough.
Yeah,
They seem tiny as hell.
That's the one thing I didn't think about. Is the one thing I want to get is a classic controller.
But it's that is going to be $70.
Why is it that much?
I don't know.
Because they know everyone's going to want to buy one, maybe.
Probably. I'm going to see how the Joy-Con grip works with the Joy-Con.
Yeah, if it's fine.
If it's okay, then that's fine. But
because like I'm not gonna. No one ever comes to my house to play games, so it's always just me.
Yeah.
Like I've never bought more than one controller.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna try out without the classic controller, whatever.
Yeah.
But that might be a purchase I need. It just depends on what's going on.
You got to test all this shit before you
For sure,
decide.
and we're definitely going to. But can you think of anything else hardware wise?
Not hardware.
It's a touchscreen.
Yeah, it is touchscreen.
It's a touchscreen.
An Apple, Samsung touchscreen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, they're saying a lot of people are saying that it's not really based on gaming though. Like it's more just for menu surfing and like getting your shit together. Like,
That's much better.
I
think because it'll be in the docking station most of the time.
Yeah,
anyway.
so you can't really use that as a fundamental thing. So when you're on the go with it, it's really just going to be to peruse around and probably type easier, like when you're surfing the net or doing stuff like that. So I think that's cool. I'm fine with that being a touchscreen.
Everything's touchscreen anyway.
Yeah, and then the battery life is supposedly of the console
6 hours is
2.5 to 6 hours, depending on the game.
yeah.
I guess Zelda, they're saying if you undock it and play it for the full length battery, is about 3 hours.
I mean, it's really not that bad for how powerful it is.
It's not, but it does make me believe that it's not going to be able to be a standalone handheld.
Oh, no.
Because, I mean, you can charge it on the go, like AC adapter. And
It's Type-C, though, which kind of sucks.
Oh, really?
Because, like, no one's used to Type-C yet. Like, that's going to be like, all new cell phones are going to be Type-C, where, like, they're trying to make that switch to Type-C, but it's just, like, right now everyone has micro USB chargers.
Yeah.
So that
Or
kind
the
of sucks.
lightning from the iPhones or whatever.
Yeah.
But so they're doing that. And I'm sure they're going to jump in to having portable batteries on the go.
Yeah, there'll be stuff.
So, I mean, that's not huge. The battery life is
even you
what
could
I
get
expected.
like one of those, battery packs that you use to charge cell phones. That would work.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there are things you can get.
So I mean, I'm fine with it. I honestly don't anticipate playing this on the go that much.
I don't think it'll ever leave my docking station, to be honest with
Well,
you.
this is what I'm thinking. I think it would be cool if we played Smash or something, and you came over and we could play at my desk or my table.
That would be kind of cool.
And like Dan comes over and sets up, and Brent got one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So like all these people can come over and we could just play. So that'll be interesting. I guess up to 8 devices can be played simultaneously. Oh no! Oh my gosh.
Oh shit!
What have we done?
I didn't even touch it.
You were fucking with me.
I was fucking with it. I'll be honest.
All right. It's time for Kester show.
So welcome to the Kester Show, where we speak softly into the mic.
Follow me.
Oh, we're working on this right now. We would pause, but that's what amateurs do. I thought you were getting mic stands. I thought that was a plan. You have all these plans.
There's too many games coming out.
There's too many games coming out.
I don't have enough money.
I don't either. I had to spend $700 to get my car fixed. It was depressing. It was like I finally had a savings account going. Just gone.
All right, now that the pity party show's over.
Well, it's not really a pity party. It's a fact of life.
Okay. Sorry to hear about your financial woes.
I'm actually kind of happy that my car still works. Like, I'm never getting rid of that car.
Yeah, that thing is fucking going, man.
Yeah. My dad bought me that car. I'm not getting rid of that car.
Good.
It holds a lot of sentimental value.
Good. Okay, so what I was saying was, I guess it's up to 8 consoles at once can be played simultaneously locally.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's 8 people, but at least there's the option.
Yeah. My question is, can we use, like, if I bring my Joy-Cons over, can I use it on your TV, on your Switch?
There's
like,
probably a sync function, but yeah, that's a good question.
Because if we're playing Smash Brothers, like, this is what happens. You always got to bring a controller.
Mm-hmm. So if you bring your 2 Switch modes,
Yeah, will it
and
work?
like, I don't know.
And then is there going to be an adapter for a GameCube controller? Because that's a huge thing.
Well, I am wondering now. That's a great point, because that maybe that would fucking suck. There's no way.
Yeah.
Now I'm
there's no
thinking
way.
you have to have a Switch to play
What?
games with other people.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. And I don't know how the Pro Controller works. I'm guessing it's just Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth or plug-in.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't look like you can plug anything into this console. So everything
It
is
might
gonna
be the
Bluetooth.
docking station. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll find out.
Yeah, but that's a good point. That's a great point. I'm guessing it's just sync compatibility, and you just sync it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
Like, I'm guessing the left and right are one unit somehow,
Uh-huh.
and then you sync them. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, overall, though, that's what you're getting. That's the package. There's going to, of course, be screen detectors and carrying cases and all that shit. But
Did you see the Legend of Zelda's carrying case?
yes,
I figured you'd get that.
I tried to get the Master Edition, but like it wouldn't go up on sale. Probably is now.
Oh, are you talking about the actual game?
Yeah,
That's $129.
I would have bought it.
That's crazy to me.
I don't care.
I'm wondering if there's a game I would spend $129.
Zelda's the only one.
Maybe if there's an Overwatch 2 and it had a Tracer statue,
Yeah,
I would do it.
life size.
Oh,
Dude, you're
she's
fucking
gonna learn
crazy.
to prefer the company of men
You'll bring her back
I'll
to the
bring her
dark
back.
side.
from lesbianism.
Lesbianism. Oh my god.
Force him to lesbianism. I'll bring him back.
Oh, that's so funny.
My fake girlfriend. Did we ever tell that story on the show?
I don't know. Why don't you tell it real quick
Oh,
while I pull up the other game?
It's just okay. I was at work, and I have a picture of Tracer on my cell phone, and I was showing my cell phone to some lady to try and sell her something. She was like 90-year-old woman, and she's like, "Who's the girl on your phone?" I'm like, "It's some girl from a video game character." She's like, "Why do you have that on there?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't have a real girlfriend, so she's kind of my fake girlfriend." So she just goes, "Well, she's lovely."
not That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Or I feel bad for you.
I
That's,
feel bad for you.
She just accepted it.
Yeah, she's like, well, she's lovely.
That is the cutest.
It was so great.
That is so adorable. That's so funny.
Yeah, so Tracy became my fake girlfriend because of her. That's so funny to me.
She is, man.
She is lovely.
She is. She's wonderful. She's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the Switch news.
That is the Switch
So
news.
the most important thing is the games.
Yes.
The games. A lot of companies seem to be on board with this.
Yeah, they seem to have more support than normal.
For sure. Okay, so let's go through the launch titles and the games that have been announced that aren't launch titles. So, of course, March 3rd, we are getting 1-2 Switch, which was that game we were talking about.
Yeah, it's that like, it's kind of the Wii Sports of it.
Yeah, which they always do that, which is fine. It's cool.
It's not packed in though, which is stupid.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Because nobody's gonna buy that thing if it isn't packed in.
Yeah.
Unless it comes with a Joy-Con or something.
I forgot to mention, you know how much those are?
They're expensive, I remember.
They're $50 a
Just-
piece.
just for one half of one.
Yes. If you get them in package, they're $79.99.
Well, that's not bad.
No, but that.
You should be able to get them in a package for $50.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the technology is because like a PlayStation controller is like $60.
Yeah. Well, I think it's this Rumble thing, honestly. I think it's a lot more expensive than we think it is.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. But, yeah, they're pretty expensive, so don't be looking to get them unless you have to. We got Just Dance 2017. I don't care, but a lot of people love that
I'm sure
shit.
people love that game.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Woot woot.
That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, I mean,
This is the only real game, in my opinion.
that's the number one reason I got it.
Skylanders Imaginators.
People like Skylanders games, but I don't.
Yeah. But don't you need, like, things for it?
It's one of those statue games or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it.
And Super Bomberman R.
Yes.
Which I will probably put
I will
in.
probably get that too. Like Mega Bomberman for the Sega Genesis is one of my all-time favorite games. And I think too that's another one that would be so much fun if the online worked well.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the best party games ever made.
Oh, it's so much fun.
And it would just be so much fun if you could get like a bunch of people and even just playing on the line anonymously with people. Like that kind of stuff is a lot of fun because it's not like a shooter where you have to rely on your teammates to do stuff. It's just you versus a bunch of guys. And the person most likely to kill you is yourself.
Yeah, it's great.
And that's why Bomberman is
And
great.
I always liked the Bomberman because you almost like there's a point in most sessions or like matches where you like find a person that you kind of team up with,
Yeah.
but you could just kill them.
Yep.
You know, it's just
A
like
lot of backstabbing in Bomberman.
There is, and it's fantastic. I like the 64 one. I had a lot of fun with that one.
I still think the Sega Genesis one was the best one because it was called Mega Bomberman because it had like a bunch of different Bombermen.
Uh-huh.
You could play as a girl, like Mini Bomberman, Fat Bomberman, like a tall, skinny one. There were just a bunch of different ones. There was like Ninja Bomberman.
The 64 one had that too. It was
Yeah.
like different colors. It was really So that seems like a fun game.
I love Bomberman.
If it was, I hope it's not like $60 though.
It probably will be, but it would be nice if it was like a budget title.
Like $30. Because
Yeah.
I just feel like that would I think that'd sell a lot better. Like I'll pick up a Switch, Zelda, and Bomberman.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm probably just gonna get Zelda because it'll be a while before I play anything else.
And there's
but-
no need. Yeah, exactly.
But that's of the launch titles. That's the second one I want.
Yeah. And then coming out in March and spring, so later in the month.
Yeah.
And in spring, Arms, that game we were talking about.
Arms looks fun.
Yeah, you have the Joy-Cons and you just box pretty
Yeah,
much.
it might be good for exercising as well too.
Yeah, you might break a sweat. I'm sure you would.
Yeah, you probably would.
See, this one's called Has Been Heroes,
Yeah,
and that's why I was wondering if this is actually the
that
No More
game
Heroes.
looks really cool.
I didn't even know what this
Has
is.
been heroes. I'm not sure. It looks like almost like a tower defense thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't tell what's going on, but I really like the graphics of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like you just build an army and they're like going to the right, attacking stuff. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, okay.
But
So
it looks fun.
cool. All right, that sounds good. So Has Been Heroes. I Am Setsuna, which is actually an RPG that's out right now that I never picked up but wanted to really bad. So I
What's
might
it for
get
now?
this. I think it's for PC, and I think it's on the Wii U, and I think it might be on the PlayStation. Honestly,
What's it called?
I Am Setsuna.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's like a people are not comparing it to Chrono Trigger, but like they say it reminds them of it.
Oh, well, I definitely would want to try
It looks like it looks like a classic RPG.
No, that's cool, yeah.
So it does definitely look good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Puyo Tetris.
Oh, okay, I know what that is.
Yeah, but they were showing some Tetris kind of game, while I were playing it on stuff. So there's your puzzle game, and then Snipper Clips cut it out together. So that's probably just a party game.
Some sort of haircutting simulator.
Yeah. In the summer comes Rhyme and Splatoon 2. Rhyme looks really interesting.
Rhyme looks interesting, but I think I'd hate it.
Yeah, you might. I don't know. It just seems like an interesting puzzle game, I guess.
And it looks colorful and happy.
Yeah, it does remind me of Last Guardian, how he looks, the main character.
Yeah, but not the dog.
No, like everything else in the game doesn't look like that, but he
You
looks
think
like
it could just be a less good Last Guardian?
probably. Without Trico? Yeah. We'll get to that next week.
Next week it's going to be the Last Guardian Resident Evil show.
Yes. Because we'll try to beat Last Guardian this week. I think we can do
Yeah, I from what I think we're like probably almost to the end.
Yeah, we're both close. And then beyond to be determined is Disgaea 5 complete.
That was another one. That was the reason I picked it up. Because I don't know if that came out on PS4. I think it did. And I didn't get it. And
I don't know what Disgaea is. I think you've told me before.
Disgaea is the best game ever. Well, no, it's the best tactical RPG. So it's like a Final Fantasy Tactics. Only way better. It's way better in my opinion than Final Fantasy Tactics.
That's fighting words.
If you love Final Fantasy Tactics and you've never played Disgaea, you are an idiot.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Like that, Carl. It is way better. There's like 5 of them. I recommend the first and the third.
Okay.
Are the 2 best.
Okay.
The third one's just hilarious because you're in like a school for demons and you're trying to kill your dad for deleting your memory card, which I think is hilarious. Then the first one is your demon trying to take over the underworld.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's all about demons and angels and stuff. It doesn't really take place in the real world.
Okay.
But the characters are awesome, and it has like a really beautiful art style. I mean, I don't know if you're into anime or not, but I love that kind of stuff. So I love the artwork.
Awesome.
And I can love Disgaea.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
I've played all 4 of them. The first one I put probably over 200 hours in.
Wow.
Got my characters to level 9, like 8,000 something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, well, you're getting 5th one on the Switch. The Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, so that's the new one. I don't know if it came out. I think it did.
Yeah, I don't really play Dragon Ball Z games.
I don't either.
I love Dragon Ball Z, but I'm not playing the games. Like,
Yeah.
my favorite show is probably Dragon Ball Z Abridged. But
Oh, dude.
I love Dragon Ball Z.
You're getting FIFA, which
Yeah.
that's just gonna.
It's a less good NHL.
It is, and like they're trying to bring in the sports games. It's not gonna work
No,
because they're gonna be too different. They're multi-platform games I still think are gonna be rough.
yeah.
this.
If you're looking for you're better off getting the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, and I just feel that I think developers are definitely, but they're going to be exclusives. Like that's what are going to be good because I feel like the Switch is going to get more exclusives.
I think it is.
I feel like supposedly there's over 80 games in development for this thing. They haven't announced because they're just not close to being done, but they're still being developed.
There's a lot of even they showed gameplay, and a lot of them are just untitled Switch title.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you notice that?
Yeah. But that's fine, and that's good. That's what they need. And I think they're just kind of like they let Wii U die, and probably halfway through the Wii U life cycle, they're like, let's start making games for.
I think that's the big thing. I think they learned a lesson there.
I think they actually did.
And I think that lesson was you have to keep the content coming. So I think you're even going to get a big game from Nintendo every couple of months.
Yeah. I think we're in for all our bitching. I think Nintendo actually knew ahead of time what to do, it seems like.
Yeah.
So we get Fire Emblem Warriors, which...
It's always good to get another Fire Emblem game.
I have a feeling this Fire Emblem's going to be like Dynasty Warriors, though.
That's even better.
So I think that's what we're going to get.
Yes.
I know you're excited.
I hope they port Hyrule Warriors. It's the only game on the Wii U I wanted to play.
I still have it.
We still haven't played it.
We should, honestly, because I'm down because at this point, I just want to play something Zelda.
Yeah.
And that might be fun because it's not going to be too Zelda-y.
It's not going to get you in a Zelda zone.
Yeah. So we should do that.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to Twitch that if the Wii U wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
But oh well.
But
we get
can't.
Minecraft. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, shocker.
Minecraft story mode, which is
More Minecraft.
yeah. Rayman Legends.
I like that game.
I never played it.
It's really
but
solid.
I love Rayman.
Yeah, it's probably his best game. Like as far as it reminds me a lot of a good Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Cool. So I might pick that up then. NBA 2K. They're trying.
Yeah.
A new Shin Megami Tensei game.
I'm excited about that.
I never played those, but I've only heard good things.
They are really good. They're like the anti-Square games.
Okay.
You know how Square is all like bright and colorful. They're like all dark and evil, and they're good. I really
they're
like
RPGs.
They're RPGs. They're always turn-based. They're always really fucking hard though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always usually I get to a point in them where I get stuck and I can't figure them out. I really like the one for DS, the last one I played. Never played a Persona, but I'd like to.
Everyone loves Persona.
I remember we were talking about it on the show, and I went to hunt for one, and I couldn't find one.
Yeah, I still want to try it out, but
Yeah.
I feel like I almost feel like it's too far in for me to even get it.
They're all standalones.
Are they?
Yeah, like there's a couple that are direct sequels, but they're all good.
Okay.
One of them had Dante as a playable character.
Wow.
Which was awesome.
Wow. That's fantastic.
And that was actually a really cool one because it started off with the apocalypse. Like you were just like this teenager, and the apocalypse happens, and you wake up as a demon.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Cool. I'll check them out. What the fuck? Why is Skylanders on here twice?
I don't know because it's that awesome. Maybe it's Skylander and Skylander expansion of some kind.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Skyrim is announced.
Yeah.
For sure. It's fall.
But I would see like that. It's like just get it on the PlayStation.
It's better.
It's better.
It's
gonna be better.
It's the portable factor. That's why people want it.
Yeah.
Because they want to be able to go places and play Skyrim. I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't want to anymore. I've played enough of that game, but hey, more power to you if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep playing Skyrim, awesome.
Yeah. Dude, Sonic Mania.
I don't know what this is.
I don't either. I don't know, but it's a Sonic game.
Okay, so it sucks.
So we'll find out. If it's a 2D, if they just go back to the side scroller, they just should.
Yeah, but we've been over that. We don't even care for those ones.
I don't
much.
either, but I feel like they'll at least be like people will like them.
Yeah, I feel like there is a subset of people out there who would like it.
I think a lot of people would like it.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I would.
No, I don't like Sonic enough.
Yeah, I'd rather play Metroid. If I'm playing a side scroller, I want to play Metroid or Castlevania.
Yeah, or even Mario is better. Or
It is better, but like
Donkey
I'm
Kong
kind of
Country,
over that.
I like that.
That is good. Kirby games are
Kirby
good.
games are good.
Yeah. So there's a new
There's
Sonic.
a lot of 2D platformers that are better than Sonic.
I agree with you, but some people might not. Steep, which is that extreme sports game that came out already, that I think it
What the
just
hell
died.
is Steep?
It's just like it's like snowboarding, skiing.
Last snowboarding game I played was that SSX game. That was an awesome game, though.
SSX tricky.
Tricky, yeah.
So
it had the
good.
song. It's tricky to rock around, That's right.
It's tricky. It's so good.
Tricky.
And then, dude, do you ever play Snowboarding Kids on N64?
No.
That game is the best snowboarding game of all
Better
time.
than Tricky?
Yes,
Okay,
in my opinion.
I'll trust you.
I mean, you're a fat kid that eats hamburgers and you're going down the hill.
Okay, I like everything about that sentence.
I know. Gratz, me and Gratz. That was our shit, man.
That was your
Snowboarding
shit.
Kids.
Snowboarding games.
Super Mario Odyssey comes out holiday. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Siberia 3 or Siberia? I don't know. I think it's Siberia, but that's not how you spell that. But that's something there.
That's a thing.
Ultra Street Fighter 2 coming out.
Why? I mean,
I don't know.
it's something, I guess.
Yeah.
I would rather have a newer game.
And Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
That's another one that like kind of tipped me towards getting this. I'd want to play that game.
Yeah, I would too. The other game that really tipped me that's on this list, so it makes me believe it's not coming out this year, is the Octopath Traveler. Did you see anything about that?
I didn't see that one.
It's more, the art style is very 8-bit. Like, characters look 8-bit, but then like the world doesn't necessarily. But it's just an old school RPG made by Square Enix.
Yeah. I feel like that's a big thing, and I think that was what tipped me besides No More Heroes is it seems like there's a lot of RPGs coming to this thing in Japanese RPGs.
Yeah.
So like I feel like this is going to be the place to play your Japanese RPGs is more so than even the PSP.
Yep.
So like I think that's kind of what tipped me to get
We can
it.
actually start playing RPGs again.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you. And it's not on the list probably because there's no information on it, but there is definitely another Dragon Quest coming for Switch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Definitely coming out.
That's huge.
So look forward to that too. That's actually that's the list for now. That's what you get for now. But there are, like I said, a lot of planned games that have no titles and rumors and stuff. But overall, like, no, I didn't list a whole lot of games for an entire year. We'll definitely find out more.
I think,
a
lot
year.
isn't even announced yet.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get a ton announced probably at E3, I'm guessing.
Like, what it's going to be like around the holiday seasons. A lot of that shit probably hasn't even been announced yet.
Exactly. So this is just kind of getting people on board with what to expect from the Switch. And if these games are just kind of categorizing what to expect, I'm in.
Yeah, that's like what I mean. I'm in. I didn't think I would be. I have no faith in Nintendo whatsoever, but I just think that I'm getting Japanese RPGs. I'm getting a new Mario. You're getting Zelda. That No More Heroes thing is so big to me for some reason.
That's great.
Like I love No More Heroes. I really want to play the Mario Kart game that I never got to play. I think Splatoon looks fun as hell, and I always wanted to play it.
Yep.
So I think it's the best it is for people like me who just skip the Wii U. It's like, good thing you skipped it because you're going to get most of those games, and it looks like they figured their shit out.
Yeah, I agree. I think we were very skeptical, but I'm giving this a thumbs up. I mean, I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered Zelda. I'm getting it for sure, and it's going to be here in less than 2 months.
I never thought I would do that.
Dude, when you said you were thinking about it even, I'm like, uh-oh. And then I was like, No More Heroes. And you're like, going.
Yeah.
I'm like, you better now because I think they're selling out. You got one in?
Yeah, you told me, you're like, I don't even think you can pre-order one anymore. And I'm like, it's been a day. And I'm like, well, I was at work, and I was like, I looked at my boss. I'm like, I'm going to GameStop. I'll be back. And then they were like, we have one left that you can reserve. And I was like, yes.
There you go.
So I got the last one at the GameStop when I was at my work. And apparently the lady was telling me they were the only GameStop that had any left.
Okay. I think Walmart sold out because they were the first ones to have it on sale.
Yeah.
They sold out. GameStop sold out. Amazon, from what I saw, sold out. But like the offshoots, like Target, I think you could still probably get one. I don't know at this point, especially after this show. But like my brother got one from Target and got one from GameStop. He got 2.
Why did he get 2?
He said in case I couldn't get one. So he's just being a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And he actually got one of gray and the colored.
Oh.
So he has a decision to make. And he said he might just get them both and sell one.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not. It definitely isn't. But
because and I think it is the Zelda factor that's making it so huge right now.
if it was not, they did it, man.
Yeah.
Like we said, if it wasn't a release title, I wouldn't have got it.
No, I wouldn't.
There would have been no reason.
And I would have been so soured on the whole thing that I don't think I would have got one at all.
Maybe. But I would have at least waited until summer or holiday to get it, until Zelda came out.
Yeah, and at that point, you probably would have already played it.
Play the Wii U. Dude, there's comparison videos of Zelda on the Wii U and the Switch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Way better on the Switch.
Night and day, man.
That's crazy.
Like, you know how you see sometimes it's like the difference between Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, and
it's like, you can't tell. Dude, this is bad. Like, it's not bad, but like, wow.
Yeah, you're getting the inferior version if you get the Wii version.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say they don't care. I do.
I mean, I wouldn't, but
I mean, if you can't afford it, that's different. But if you're just being like, I don't want to Switch, but can afford it, it's like I think you need to.
And I just think there is like no reason to not get a Switch.
Yeah,
like it's a better system. I think Nintendo did it, and I don't think that was something they could ever do is get me excited. Like I have not bought a Nintendo system since the GameCube.
Yep.
And I'm pretty excited for this one. And I think it's just Zelda, new Mario game, place to play your Japanese RPGs. No More Heroes. No More Heroes, man. I love No More Heroes. It's like one of my all-time favorite games.
And I'm excited to play it because I never got to.
Yeah.
I never played it. So, I'm really excited.
I'm like so pumped for this thing, and I didn't think I'd give a shit.
Yep.
But it was just, there's so much good here.
Yep. So we're getting it. We're gonna have a lot of content on the Switch then.
Yeah, and I think it is the hype on it's good. So I feel like the thing's gonna sell well. People are gonna want to develop for it, and I think Nintendo is gonna be a lot better at pushing out games because they learned the lesson.
Yeah.
That even if a game's ready, like let's say they have 2 games ready to go, they're gonna spread them out.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna get a solid first-party Nintendo game every 2-3 months.
Let's hope, man.
Yeah.
Let's hope. I definitely think we're gonna get way more at least. At least prospects of them,
And then the rumors of Metroid coming back.
that is giant.
That's giant, yeah.
Like people will buy this console for Metroid.
I would have if you had a good look at Metroid game. So I think E3 is going to be huge for the Switch.
I'm looking forward to it. You did it, Nintendo.
Congrats, Nintendo. I didn't think you could.
You got the Flock of Geeks Gaming podcast to buy your console.
Like the most anti-Nintendo person ever bought the Switch.
Yep.
Because it's no more heroes.
Yes. Let's hope we don't regret it.
Yeah, let's hope we don't. It was funny because you would think it's Zelda. Nah. Mario Odyssey. Nah. No more heroes. Yes, I'm buying this thing.
And then you're like, okay, now that I bought it, now I want Zelda. Now I want Mario.
Now I really want Zelda. Yeah, it pushed my excitement level to a 10 for Zelda.
Yeah, because you actually want it.
And I think it was too that last trailer where they finally showed Zelda and it looks so action packed.
It does.
And everything else up to this point had looked slow and boring. And then this just is like it's intense action.
And like she's crying and
Yeah.
like all this, and Link looks like he's just getting the shit beat out of him. And Calamity Ganon looks really cool.
Yeah, he does look really cool.
I really like the fact that in the trailer they said like Link's been asleep for 100 years. So that insinuates that we've played this Link before.
Yeah,
we just got to figure out which one.
That's cool too. This is a sequel to one of the games. I'm thinking Wind Waker. Maybe.
I don't know.
Just because or it could be the prequel because they said he disappeared. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. The only thing is, they have very much been hinting that it's tied to the very first Zelda.
So I mean,
on the NES, because that's technically the last one.
That is the last one.
But they had that artwork that was pretty much identical.
So it
to
might
the
actually
original.
be like the first sequel.
Yes.
Since Link to the Past, or Link. So what was the second one called? Just
Adventure.
Link
Adventure
Adventure.
Link.
Yeah, Adventure of Link.
Yeah.
I think it was just called Link.
No, it was called The Adventure Link.
Yeah, so it might actually be a sequel
Yeah.
instead of another prequel.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
I think that'd be really cool.
I think it would be
Because
too.
if you do think about it, the game's open world, and the first game technically is open world.
Yes.
I mean, in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things, it really is. You can run around anywhere pretty much and find out what you're doing, and that's kind of how
Even
this
the
one
second
is.
one was too. And it was like also kind of like a barren wasteland of sorts in
Yeah.
a way. So that's also there. My question is that if this Link's been asleep for 100 years, is it the same Zelda? Or you think this is another like
Lineage. That'd be
I
weird.
hope it's not like Link and Zelda's daughter's daughter. You know,
Yeah, because then you're.
then you're sleeping with your great granddaughter.
Oh, what have we done?
Yeah. So
I doubt it.
yeah, there's no way.
There's no way that there's going to be incest.
No, and Zelda has to be fuckable. So
Yeah.
you know,
That has to be on your mind. Like, we're trying to get Link
yes,
laid.
that's the main quest of all these games.
It is. It's like, why am I doing all this? Oh, yeah, so he can bang the hot princess.
Yeah, so he gets the princess.
That's why
Yeah.
that's why I live my life,
Exactly.
so I can bang the hot princess.
It's my only dream.
All right. Well, that's pretty much the coverage of the Switch.
Yeah,
I
looks
think
great.
We covered a lot. We're both getting it. We're both excited, and yeah, I am fucking pumped, man.
I know.
I'm pumped. So with that,
And likely we have a lot
Oh.
of good games in the interim, so I think it'll come quickly.
oh yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do before that even comes out, and there's not much time.
Next week going to be the Resident Evil show, so I'm pretty excited
We're
about
gonna do the
that.
Resident Evil show, and then the next week you'll probably have beaten it by then,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and then we'll have maybe I will. We'll see if I
We'll
can
see.
get it done. I've been playing a lot more games recently, so we'll try to maybe have a review on it.
Yep.
We'll see.
All right.
Cool. All right. With that, Kester.
Go murder my